all I'm finna do. Ooh, I gotta make these moves. Make money is all I'm finna do. Ooh, I gotta make these moves. Make money is all I'm finna do. Sky, for living life's sake, I make moves. With the intent in mind state, I can't lose. The game we play is high stakes. Ain't afraid to spray tools. Stack the box, all you want, I'm still finna get loose. You know the true blood, we running shit. Cutting this swift, putting these kicks. Finna bubble this to something legit. Life's a trip, we was in the streets. Local celebrities, now we got them paying hidden fees in local dispensaries. Finna take it across the 7 seas. Global the industry, if I ain't a mogul yet, blood, you know that I'm finna be. I done rewrote history out of East San Jose. It only gets better, yeah, you know that's bogey. I've been moved metro tons, I'm talking hella weight. Next move, clean the loot and cop real estate. We in this bitch, we in it thick, you know my thesis. The grit don't quit, diaries of a kingpin. We on the move. Ooh, I gotta make these moves. Make money, all I'm finna do. Ooh, I gotta make these moves. Make money is all I'm finna do. Ooh, I gotta make these moves. Make money is all I'm finna do. Ooh, I gotta make these moves. Make money is all I'm finna do. I said we came a long way from putting money in the mattress. The earth is my turf, tell the world on its axis. Trifecta exclusive, we deny your access. Can't deny the movement, we all across the atlas. Doing numbers, blood, fuck what you average. Top gun, you call me Maverick. Wild card, you call me Gambit. Bogart, Scot-free, certified savage. From the Bay out to NOLA, we push buttons like controllers. I'm from the Yay, I push Yola. Stay with a pistola.
Light work, night work. Looking at La Mama in a tight skirt. Got the whole club feeling while she twerk is going down in the town while she jiggy jerk. From 504 to 408. You know this about to be a fucking power play. But for now, I'ma dip while I sip and you trip on that beat. That's not a banger from my bed.
Sicker than your average, quicker than the last kid, slicker than a savage. Hit him for the package, committed to this action like amber shit on a mattress. Put it down and spread it out with no theatrics. Every day's a test, not a quiz, we at this. No multiple choice, the vocals moist, tight, crisp. We all on the front lines, these hitters don't miss. The only list we on is the one for stacking hits. Life is beautiful, but she's a scandalous bitch. She'll buy her a burger cause she's looking for a clip. So treat her right like Chubb Rock cause these bullets slop quick. Mopping up a mess, it's still wet, don't slip.
Light work, night work. Looking at La Mama in a tight skirt. Got the whole club feeling while she twerk is going down in the town while she jiggy jerk. From 504 to 408. You know this about to be a fucking power play. But for now, I'ma dip while I sip and you trip on that beat. That's not a banger from my bay.
Trifecta is an army nigga, a navy nigga. So if you ever try to harm me, nigga, it ain't gravy, nigga. I know a lot of criminals and drug dealers. I love niggas. We be coming from the same place. Down south, Midwest, East Coast, West Coast. Cats who do the most with the least. Can't have no justice, can't have no peace. Brothers and sisters marching down these streets across the globe. I started in the bucket, now I'm in a Rolls Royce, double R. Oh, brothers fitting balls, straight lace like caviar. On the voyage, same bon voyage. Trifecta go hard.
Light work, night work. Looking at La Mama in a tight skirt. Got the whole club feeling while she twerk is going down in the town while she jiggy jerk. From 504 to 408. You know this about to be a fucking power play. But for now, I'ma dip while I sip and you trip on that beat. That's not a banger from my bay.
Hope you're ready for the next episode. Hey, smoke weed every day.
There it is. Woo! Let's go! What it do, Guru Nation and 420 crew? Welcome in to a brand new episode of the Guru Nation Power Hour Birthday Bash Edition. Y'all, Spencer the Guru here. Oh, shit. Still got the tags on this thing. There's my old Reggie Bush jersey. I dusted out of the closet because your boy's turning 25 today. Well, he's 25 today. So really stoked about that, y'all. And, yeah, like Bogey said, it only gets better. So, just excited to celebrate another year on this planet. So, yeah, really excited to get this power hour popping, y'all. Let's do it. Let's shout out everyone that's pulled up here. Sir Bongs, what it do, man? Marty pulling up was good. Fourth and Flex in the house. So let's go. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Devo. Oh, shit. 25. Damn right, man. Damn right. It says happy birthday, Guru. Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it. Antonio in the building. What up, Antonio? Happy birthday, Guru Nation. Fucking right. Fucking right. We're getting stronger by the day. We're getting stronger by the day. Trip. What up? What up, Trip? What up? What up? And Marty, happy birthday. Appreciate you, Marty. I'm willing to admit you may have been right about the bikes. Yeah, that was one. I wasn't trying to hate on them, but I could just see the handwriting on the wall. I didn't see it ending too well for your bikes, man. But they could shake back. There's a lot of talent on that roster. Bogey just pulled up. Happy birthday, my brother. Just waiting for my girl to get home so I can tag her in with the baby. And I'm jumping on. Yes, sir. Bogey's pulling up. Can't be a birthday bash without Bogey. So we're going to have Bogey here in a little bit. Fucking right. So, whew, man, it's been a long day, y'all. Long day. Been fun, though. I was out of town over the weekend, just getting back in. And it was funny. A friend of mine was getting married. So I had to celebrate that right before my birthday. And now the birthday's popping off. So it's like, I like the month of January, man. A lot of celebrating. Wish we could celebrate my Saints, but we can definitely celebrate the Niner gang. Bang, bang, baby. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Excuse me. They had a Niner gang. Niner gang looking nice. Let's see if these will work here. My bad, y'all. I was getting settled in with these headphone things on, but yeah, it's this weekend was really litty. A lot of great games went down there in the divisional round. We'll recap those here in a minute. So yeah, I mean it was a wild one. So let's just get right into that because I know that's what y'all want to hear about is what happened in the divisional round. Then we'll preview the championship games after that. We'll wait for Bogey to preview the championship games. Let's recap the divisional round games before he pulls up. Chiefs in the opening game. Don't remember this one too well. I was at the wedding reception, a little tossed, but Chiefs pull it off despite Patrick Mahomes injuring his ankle. Take a 27-20 win over the Jags. The Jags got that backdoor cover, though. Glad I didn't bet the Chiefs spread because they were, I believe, 9.5-point favorites to close. But the Jags ended up covering that with the backdoor cover, scored late. And even though Mahomes was banged up, he toughed it through, and they got the dub. So congrats to the Chiefs Kingdom. They'll be moving on to the AFC Championship game on Sunday. Next up, we got the Eagles whooping that ass, y'all. Eagles whooped that ass 38-7. Whew, man, that was an ass whooping if I ever saw one. That's another one I missed. We went to the bar during this one, and I don't think it was on. If it was, I was kind of faded, but I was keeping up with it. I was cheering on the Eagles because I knew I needed that. I made a big bet on the Eagles during the week. I took them at plus 10, got plus odds because they were originally 7.5-point favorites. I figured this would be the blowout of the week, and sure enough, it was. I just didn't see the Giants having enough firepower because, as Marty pointed out, Vikings aren't too good, so my Giants aren't too good either. They just kind of took advantage of an easy first-round matchup, and, yeah, they got exposed this week. A great year, though, for the Giants. I mean, if I'm a Giants fan, I'm not that upset. Yeah, it sucks to get your ass kicked, but at least you exceeded expectations. You won a playoff game. Brian Daboll's first year. Overall, a really nice year for the I'm sorry. Sorry, Marty. Sorry, man. At least y'all made the playoffs. Who am I to talk shit? My Saints didn't do shit, but I'm excited, though. I think the Saints could be cooking something up, especially if we get some compensation for Sean Payton, who, by the way, had his second interview today with the Denver Broncos. So we might have something popping off there. Hopefully Sean can go and we can get fair compensation for him and get a first-round pick. The Saints need reinforcements And then this was the big shock of the week. The Bengals not only just winning and covering, but whooping that ass, bro. Yesterday, I couldn't believe it. In the snow in Buffalo, the Bills get waxed 27-10. And, yeah, not bad from 3 projected wins of the playoffs. Yeah, I'm guessing you're talking about the Giants. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, they were projected to be really bad this year, but had a great year, man. Shout out to Brian Dable. And, Crispy just pulled up. What up, bro? He said, Dak is ass. Seth, I can't argue with that, man. He's just, unless he's playing Tampa Bay. If he gets Tampa Bay every week, he's great. But, yeah, when he actually has to face a legitimate defense, he's not too good. Not too good, but glad I'm not a Cowboys fan. Pooh-yi. And Doug Peterson needs some Coach of the Year consideration. Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, Doug Peterson, Brian Dable. Yeah, both of them should be in that mix. Considering the Jags and Giants were both projected to be really shitty. Hell, Pete Carroll, I know they didn't win a playoff game, but they made the playoffs. Everyone thought the Seahawks would be shitty, losing Russ. A lot of teams did well, they exceeded expectations that weren't really expecting to. For a while, it was looking like Rob Saleh would be in the mix, but the Jets kind of faded there down the stretch. Mike McDaniel had a really good first year as head coach. I mean, they had a lot of new head coaches that did well right off the rip. Brian Dable, Doug Peterson, Mike McDaniel. And yeah, Peterson and Dable, I don't think Coach of the Year factors in postseason. But if it did, then yeah, Peterson and Dable would be right up there considering they both won playoff games, even though they, weren't expected to. Neither of those were expected to win a playoff game. Once Breezy went down, so did the Jets' chances. Yep. Yeah, I can see that, Antonio, because with Breece Hall, bruh, they didn't even need Zach Wilson. I mean, yeah, Zach Wilson, I mean, he was there, but he just basically was handing the ball off every time. But yeah, when Breece went down, they needed him to do more. I mean, Garrett Wilson stepped up, but outside of Garrett Wilson, they just didn't really have enough there. And even with Garrett Wilson, Zach Wilson was down bad. I mean, only games where Garrett Wilson really thrived was with Great White Hope, White Mike himself. And I mean, he can sling it as far as yards, but he's just way too turnover prone. Zach Wilson's the worst of both. He turns it over and he doesn't throw much. So it's like, yeah, it's need a quarterback. But if the Jets can find somebody, Jimmy G or something this offseason, might be redemption in store next year with hopefully a healthy Breece Hall, but going to be a long road back from that ACL. He might not be back right at the start of the year, but hopefully he won't have any setbacks. Hopefully it's not a J.K. Dobbins situation where he has to wait till the second half of the year to truly be 100%, but we'll just have to wait and see. And then let's see, we're talking about, Bills Bengals, man. That was insane. Josh Allen just couldn't get going, just was like stuck in the mud, or in this case, stuck in the snow. You'd have thought Cincinnati was at home. And I feel like that neutral site thing, may have played a part in it. Like, as far as, like, if it would have been Cincinnati, like, it was to where, like, it should have been a neutral site because, like, there was a chance because of that game getting canceled that Cincinnati, if they'd have beat Buffalo, it would have been the higher seed. So, to me, it was kind of BS that Buffalo got the host rather than it being at a neutral site, because if Buffalo would have won in against the Chiefs, it would have been at a neutral site. So, like, in a way, it's kind of good they lost, because then, obviously sucks for DeMar Hamlin. You'll feel bad for him, sitting in the suite and seeing his team just lay an egg. But, the Bengals, though, they earned it, man. They whooped that ass. There's no denying it. Joe Burrow is just the cool Joe Cool. Allen, though, I know he's going to get a lot of criticism, but his defense didn't do him any favors. Probably wouldn't have mattered, but just goes to show, man, Joe Burrow and the Bengals, they know how to win when it matters, when it counts here in the postseason. Zach Taylor, really good head coach, very slept on. When we talk about the best head coaches, I never hear Zach Taylor's name come up, but they go back to the Super Bowl, you best believe Zach Taylor's name is going to be among the top head coaches, because what they do in the playoffs, they know how to win when it matters. A lot of people and players, coaches, they're great, can be great in the regular season. Aaron Rodgers, for example, we pick on Aaron Rodgers for a little bit. He's great in the regular season, but when it comes to the playoffs, a lot of times he crumbles, where it seems like, the Bengals, that's the opposite. They're okay and they're solid in the regular season, but they just seem to really rise to the occasion here in the clutch. So we'll see if they can take it all the way again this year against the Chiefs, and then they'll have to see if they can complete the job this year. They got there last year, but didn't win it, against the Rams. Lord, the Rams. That's crazy to say the Rams won the Super Bowl last year, considering how down bad they were this year. Burrow could be on the block. I'm guessing that's a dynasty league question, or yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's got to be in a league. In the NFL, Cincinnati will pay Burrow whatever he wants. He will not be on the block in real life. Ohio kid, they are going to keep Joe Burrow and pay him whatever he wants. Whatever he wants. He might break the record. He might get more than Watson, bro. He might get $60 million a year. Joe Burrow, bro. He's going to reset the market. Heard it here first. And then our last divisional round game. Bang, bang, baby. Bang, bang. Niner gang. The 49ers take a 19-12 dub over Dallas. It was an ugly one, y'all. This was the ugly, ugly contest of the weekend. Man, that was both of these teams did not look very smooth. Neither offense was operating very well, but can't say I'm surprised. I mean, both teams have strong defenses, especially the Niners. And Dak just dacked it up, man. He's been a turnover machine all freaking year. And it reared its ugly head yet again. Another pair of picks. Could have easily had a third one that would have ended the game. I mean, just y'all, Dak. I mean, and Crispy said it. I mean, Crispy's a Cowboys fan, but he's real. I mean, Dak is ass. I mean, when it comes to these big moments, and I hope Burrow gets $69 million. Yep, that would be fitting. Oh yeah, Joey Burrow, baby. Fucking right. Yeah, $69 million, bro. Oh yeah. Joe Cool himself. Yes, sir. But yeah, I don't know what the deal is with Dak. It's like, man, he just doesn't ever seem to rise to the occasion. That's why I was, it goes back to my point. Some players and coaches know how to rise to the occasion, others don't. Look at Mike McCarthy. Yeah, he got one with Aaron Rodgers, but for the most part, him and Aaron Rodgers would choke. And I mean, it's kind of like seems to be the same thing with Dak and McCarthy. So I know it's hard. I mean, when you say choke, it's like it's not really a stat. It's a stat you can put on choke. Although interceptions kind of coincide with that. And yeah, Dak throws a lot of interceptions. So I mean, it's kind of makes sense that they're struggling to go far in the playoffs, considering how turnover prone he is. But yeah, CD Lamb did his thing there. Dalton Schultz got a tug. But outside of Lamb, there just really wasn't much else as far as receiving yards or rushing yards. Tony Pollard getting hurt was a big loss. If he'd have stayed healthy, it may have been a different game, but I kind of doubt it. I feel like Niner gang was in control from the start. And even though Big Cock Brock didn't do quite as well as normal, he didn't turn it over, but he wasn't as good as in that Seattle game. Like the Seattle game, he was really good. But this one, he kind of took a step back, but still did what he needed to do to get the win. Kittle did his thing, had a huge game. Debo kind of quiet, but still did some stuff. CMC, a quiet day, but managed to get in the end zone. So overall, a good day for the gang. And we'll have Bogey on here in a little bit to break that down and preview the championship round. Y'all are on the championship weekend, man. Crazy how fast time flies. And it's been flying really fast for me because I've been, been all over, man. I've been to Texas this weekend. So just trying to settle back in here, home in NOLA. But yeah, we're going to preview those next games. But before we do that, let's take a look at the playoff league because I feel like it's about that time we only have one more week in the hustler joint. So like, I'm not saying it's time to crown anyone a champion yet, but let's just say I'm feeling pretty nice in that joint. So let's take a look at it here. The Hustler 9, I believe, is the one I'm in. And I started off slow. I mean, I remember last week on the Power Hour, we were breaking it down, and I was in last. So, but if you ain't first, you're last, as Ricky Bobby say. But let's take a look at this, y'all, because I went from the bottom. We started from the bottom. Let's see it. Wrong deal. Man, I hyped that up, and now it's There it is. Started from the bottom now. Yeah, first place, baby. Woo! First place, top of the joint. Bogey not far behind in third, but 355 on the season. Kenny State Trill not far behind, though, at 336. Bogey also not far there at 335. Hess in the mix at 326. Antonio 309. Peacock, shout out to Peacock 304. And then Chris, shout out to Chris 302. There, I would say those 7 are the contenders, but unless they would have a big week, I'm in pretty good shape. You know, lost Dak though. Take a look at the squad here. We lost Dak. Actually lost, let's see, we lost James Cook, we lost Gallup, we lost Dak, and Freaky Ricky James, Khalil Shakir. So I'll have to put Trenton Irwin in next week and then make a couple pickups. And then IDPs we lost. Tremaine Edmonds, Devin Lloyd, Jalen Smith, and Leighton Vander Esch. So I'll have to put in. I got Gibson and Thornhill on the bench. So I need one new IDP for that final push, man. That final push. You know, we got Kelsey and AJ Brown. I took them back to back. And my team's like, no, you're in 5th, man. Yeah, you're Antonio's a dark horse. Let's see if he can. Let's see what we've got here. Who's got stuff left? Let's see it. All right, here we go. I got it zoomed in. All right, so we'll take a look at mine here. I've got a few left. We can see it up here, blown up a little bit. Yeah, so y'all can see the names here. Yeah, so I've got a pretty good amount of bullets left. And oh yeah, we also got a shot. We're gonna wait for Bogey though. Got a shot of Tito's on the way. So y'all stay tuned for that. Kenny State Trill. Let's take a look at his squad. He's got Booby Miles Sanders and Juju left. Oh, and Brock. The Brock. He's got the Brock. Okay. He lost Diggs, Schultz, and Slate. And then his IDP's got Von Bell, Sam Hubbard, Brandon Graham. So he's got a decent amount of bullets left. He's got his quarterback left. So if the Brock has a big game, Kenny could be in the mix. Let's see what Bogey's got left. Bogey, I think, has a good amount left. Let's see. Yeah, he does. Man. He's got the P. Ryan, a Chase Bank, bro. The Bank. He's still got George Kittle, Jawada Man Jennings, CEH. If CEH comes back, he could plug him in, and Noah Gray. And in his defense, he's got a lot of Niner gang. Aziz Al-Shire, Dre Greenlaw, Jimmy Ward, Darius Slay. He's got all his IDPs. So, man, Bogey, bro. Bogey's got a lot of bullets left. I got a lot of bullets left. And, yeah, Crispy, we're going to get to that here in a little bit as far as the betting lines for next week. I've got a couple of leans that I really like. We'll get to that. I have 2 clear leans for next week as for those championship games and maybe some props. I don't think they posted the props yet, though. But as far as the spread, I've got leans. I got leans. So as far as who I think is going to win and cover in those contests here. Let's see what Hess has left. Hayden Hurst. That was a good pick, late. Elijah Mitchell. Oh, and the Ginsu in case something would happen to Hurts. And we got Jesse Bates, TJ Edwards, CJ Gardner-Johnson, and George Karlaftis. So he's got a full arsenal of IDPs, but down 3 offensive players. Then down his quarterback, lost Trevor Lawrence. So did Bogey have a quarterback? I don't think Bogey had a quarterback. Let's see. I think he had Brady and lost him. Yeah. Yeah. It's a good thing Dak advanced past Brady, or else Bogey would be winning this joint and not me. I got Mighty Joe here. Yeah, let's take a look at Antonio. I mean, if he's got Mighty Joe, he's got a shot. Oh, shit. He's got Mix-a-Lot, Sky 2Y, Goddard, Melvin Gordon. Maybe he could get activated. I doubt it, but you never know. And, yeah, and then Joey Burrow, man. And then Jimmy G, but probably won't need him. And he's got Joey Burrow. Then he's got a full group of IDPs, Hufonga, Omanahu, I guess is how you say it. Bogey would know. I'm not a Niner fan, so I'm not sure how to pronounce that one. Marcus Epps, safety for the Eagles. And Akeem Davis for the, who is that? The Bengals. So, I mean, yeah. You got pieces, man. Antonio. Don't count out Antonio out yet. Don't count him out yet. Team Hamlin doing it for DeMar. Let's see the Peacock. Let's see what he's got left here. Oh, damn. All he's got is Debo and Hurts, but he's got a full arsenal of IDPs. Blankenship, Ebukam, DJ Reader, and Cam Taylor Britt. But yeah, his offense, it's going to be really tough for Peacock, even though he's got Jalen Hurts. And then Chris has over 300. Let's see what Chris has here. He's got, oh, damn, Chris has a lot of bullets left. CMC, Higgins, McKinnon, Scott, Watkins, then Chris Jones, Fred Warner, Javon Hargrave. All right. So Chris may be an outside contender, but that's the Hustler 9, y'all. It's a pretty lit league here. Pretty fun to check out. Then we'll get to, let's see, playoff playmakers. I was winning that one, but now I'm not. Not sure who this is. Silky Johnson, but he passed me up. Oh, Mike. That's Mike. Shout out to Mike. He lost a lot of pieces though, but so did I. He's got Gainwell, Goddard, Kelsey, and he's still got 4 of his 5 IDPs: Bolton, CJ Gardner, Reddick, and Snead. And let's see what I have left. I think I lost a lot of stuff though, unfortunately, because I had a huge week 1. But yeah, I lost both my quarterbacks. Man, I had 2 quarterbacks, Allen and Lawrence, lost them both. Then I still have Juju, Devontae Smith, Elijah Mitchell. And then on defense, I lost 3 IDPs. Lost Foy Luakon, Micah Parsons, or Ola Kuhn, I think he says it. Micah Parsons and Tremaine Edmonds. Lost him in both joints. Fucking Bills. That hurts that they lost. And I still have Nick Bosa, big Nick Bosa, and Jermaine Pratt. I think I got him in both joints. So, yeah, it's tough, man. It's tough. I wish I had gotten more Niners and more Bengals. But they all went, a little before I want, my liking. I didn't get them at the value I was hoping. Let's see who else has a chance here. Forevermore. I think that's Wiseman's team. Shout out to Wiseman if he has the mighty Joe Young still, but lost everyone except Ayuk, and then lost his entire group of IDPs. So Wiseman up against it there. But let's see what Bogey's got. Bogey might be able to make a late push. He's still got Boston Scott, T. Higgins, George Kittle, Jalen Hurts, and MVS. So he still got his QB. And then Azeez Al-Shaair, Javon Hargrave, Logan Wilson. I mean, shit, this one goes all the way through the Super Bowl. So I think Bogey might have a chance here. Might have a chance. I think I still have a chance, but I'm going to need a huge week from like either Juju or Devontae Smith. And in the Raging Cage, I need all them to go off because the waiver wire is down bad. I'm not going to get much wire. I mean, look what's available. It is ugly, ugly, ugly. Goodness. I mean, I haven't barely heard of any of these guys. So, yeah, it's about survival, man. And we did pretty good. We're in the mix, but I feel like we may have blew our load a little bit, as they say, as far as had a great wild card week, but the rest of the week, I mean, this week, not quite as good, but still in the mix, right behind Silky Johnson there. Whew. All right. There it is, y'all. Playoff playmakers. And Hustler 9, man. Putting in that work in these playoff leagues. And next week's Power Hour, we're going to have Dynasty Talk. You're going to have hopefully Bogey or Huss pulling up. And, speaking of Huss, here we go. The most notorious man in the fantasy football industry. So nice of him to join us here. The Fantasy Football Hustler.
Yeah, what up?
What up, man? Thanks for pulling up.
We got to smoke it up for Spencer's birthday.
Woo! Fucking right. What up, Noble?
Noble in the house. Say happy birthday to Spencer.
Happy birthday, Spencer.
Thank you, Noble. Been a good one, man. Been a good one.
And he's so curious every time. He's like, how old is Spencer turning?
Look at my jersey.
Yeah, Reggie Bush.
Yeah, broke out the old Reggie Bush joint.
There we go.
Found it in the back of my closet. I don't even think I wore this joint. Still got the tags on it.
There we go.
Yeah, keeping it fresh. I was keeping it fresh just for my 25th birthday. That's what it was. Not that I had.
Reggie Bush got brought up on the last show because we brought up Alex Smith, and Alex Smith and Reggie Bush played on the same high school football team.
Oh, for real? Man, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know they're both West Coast cats. Yeah, Alex Smith went to Utah. Reggie went to USC.
Yeah, San Diego. They're both from San Diego.
Oh, fucking right. Yeah, it's funny. I was talking to my dad about that last night, about how, like, he was asking me if Bogey was like a true Niners fan. I was like, fucking right, he is. Like he's like you. He screams at the TV and coaches them. Yeah, that's if that ain't a real fan, I don't know what is.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and then I was telling him about how you were from San Diego, but that like with the Chargers moving, it like wasn't the same for you after that.
Yep. Glad I broke the alliance, see, because
yeah,
I just assumed they were gonna win.
Yeah, they're still breaking hearts even worse than in San Diego.
Yep, they just charger it up all the time.
Yep. And Crispy, thank you, man. Crispy saying happy birthday. And Chase pulling up Guru, yes, sir. Yep.
Yeah.
So, what'd you think of the games this weekend, Huss? I mean, shit, that the Niners game, it was ugly, but they got it done.
It's crazy because me and Bogey hit a 6-leg parlay. So whatever we ended up hitting that. And we bet the Bengals money line, the Eagles money line, the Niners money line, and bet all the unders and ended up hitting.
That's what's up. Yeah, all the unders hit this week. And speaking of Bogey, here he is, y'all. The earth is his turf. Bogart scot free.
Right?
What?
You know what I'm saying?
Woo!
Now can you
Lennon.
dig that, motherfucker?
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't even dig the Lennon. I was like, let me throw it.
Right. John Lennon, give me money.
Yeah, and you know Lennon was a Niner fan, bro.
Oh, he was? Fucking right.
Yeah, shit, if I said it's got to be true. Bro.
Right.
I have no idea if that's any true, but you know what? It sounds good. You know what I mean?
Right.
Happy birthday, my brother. You know what I mean? This bud's for you. You know what I mean?
Oh, thank you. Oh, yeah, I was saving this, bro, and you pulled up. Got the shot of Tito's here.
Nice.
Yeah. We're going to take this shot here for the Guru Nation and the 420 crew.
Yeah, let's get it.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Champ talk.
Right. Oh, yeah, and I'll be right back and show y'all the ring.
Oh, yeah, let's get it.
I'm glad I didn't see that one because Hustler told me about the Redstone one. I was like, I want that. No one has that. But I saw his. I was like, oh, his is so wet. Pause.
Yeah.
Y'all can see it here. Get the light fixed. There's the Hustler 16 championship joint dynasty. First year in that thing to start up. So had to get that thing done. Texican told me, you better bring the whole Guru Nation. Well, guess what, buddy? I brought them all and then some. Got that dub.
Yeah. Ha ha.
Right? Yeah, he thought he was going to trade his way to the championship, all to giving up his whole draft and bullshit, but we still got it done.
See, I mean, when he didn't even buy the championship correctly, man. This is a dumbass. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I definitely bought a chip in the league 13 because I was super stacked. I just at one point I was like, I'm about to just I did what you're supposed to do. When those motherfuckers is the dudes that are looking to rebuild and get some, they want to talk to you. And then, you know what I mean? And then you can test the temperature on how they feel about certain players, but sometimes they be mad at players too. You know what I mean?
Right.
We had 10 startups, right? The number 10, 11, 12, all the way to 16. And I think there was only the number 10 and maybe the number 15. I think those ones might have been in question. All the other ones, it was kind of just like someone smashed on the other. And I was in like 4 of those championships, and I got smashed in 3 out of 4.
Yeah, Texas. We celebrated that on Sunday before all the Hamlin stuff, but that one we got to properly celebrate.
Yeah, because y'all didn't have.
Yeah, we were done. Yeah, it was decided on Sunday night. We did the We Are the Champions and all that. Like looking back on it, I'm so glad we did that because it's Monday. The rest of that week was so somber. I'm glad we got to celebrate. A little bit.
And now they're talking about he's really dead and this is a conspiracy. Like, I'm like, what in the fuck?
Oh, come on. Yeah, and then the COVID thing. Oh, it was because of COVID that he passed out and all this, like, or had cardiac arrest. Like, I don't know. I just got tired of all that crap.
Just real quick. So my man that was here yesterday, right? He's he does his thing at Facebook. Like he's like he does for like internet security type shit. You know what I mean? Like so like literal like like he was on suicide watch for hell long. Like you know what I mean? Like watching, going to people's Facebook posts and looking for different things that people are flagged for like suicide shit. You know what I mean? Like so he did that for like the last couple of years, right? And like, but now he's not doing that no more. So, but anyways, he was like, bro, like he didn't even want to show his face, right? Because he's like, you guys streaming on Facebook? I'm like, I think we are. I'm like, till we start playing music, you know what I mean? They're gonna take us down. And he's like, man, because he's like, man, it's the AIs that are to be the snitches these days, right?
Damn.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And he's like all employees and shit like that. Like they get, their face on something like, and it's something, you know what I mean?
Damn.
Yeah, right. And I'm like, damn, for real? He's like, yeah, bro. He's like, people lose their jobs all the time. He's like, you know what I mean?
Crazy.
Don't be in the wrong post or be on some stream or you know what I mean?
Crazy.
You know what I mean? Like, because obviously we're on a show, we're all doing mushrooms or smoking hella weed. And he's like, I'm gonna stand over here. And then like, it's funny too, because he was always been the conspiracy guy, like growing up. And because I've known him since we were fucking kids, you know what I mean? But anyways, he go as soon as we got off the stream, then he want to tell me everything. Look, bro, it's crazy. Facebook's crazy, bro. I'm like, because he's in there, you know what I mean? Like, it's really fucking, it goes deep, bro.
Wow. Yeah, you could probably really go down the rabbit hole on that shit. Holy crap.
Yeah.
But what do you think of the Niners, Boogie? Bang, bang. Y'all won and cover. I know it's kind of ugly, but a win's a win, huh?
You know, what's cool is like, I couldn't just be like, I'm too much of a realist where I was like, okay, I got to give the respect where respect's due. You know, they made it here this far, you know, to the Cowboys at least, right? And like just having zero expectations on my team, but then like painting all the scenarios, like things like the different ways they could beat us, you know what I mean? And we handled on all those in all those aspects. I mean, they like, for example, you know, just Dak turning over the ball. I was like, yo, he's gonna turn that thing over a few times. Like that was like a give me. You know what I mean? Like we can get better on that.
Oh yeah. I mean? Yeah, Dak anytime interception thrower. Yeah, that would have been a good bet.
Yeah, or even if they were giving me 1.5, bro, we would smash that over. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because he threw 2. Yeah, he could have gotten some real value with that probably.
I mean, he throws picks against zone coverage, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And then they had the third man, the dude, I think it was Greenlaw at the end, dropped it right in his hands. He looked like a tart there to dropped it right in his hands. Would have ended the game.
Yeah, and then also like Mitchell, like when at the very end he runs in and he runs out. Like if he would have just stayed in bounds right there, that's pretty much the game. You know what I mean? Because then it give them another chance to. They got the ball one more time, and you know what I mean. It was just like got a little sweaty, but not so.
Yeah, I knew they weren't good. I was like, it's Mike McCarthy and Dak Prescott. They're not going to lead a miracle drive. They're not clutch, man.
I mean, you said it best earlier. Like if only they could play Tampa Bay.
Yeah, they can play Tampa Bay every time with a 45-year-old Brady. Yeah, but that's that team's
the
not very good.
Like, and I mean, it's we did what I expected us to do on defense. On offense, really shaky early on, and pretty much through the course of the game. I mean, he definitely got into a rhythm at one point. I think that's what we should expect from this kid. I like the kid how he just like gets amnesia. You know what I mean? Like he just resets every play, bro. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, short.
I can't stand when motherfuckers like they try to talk football to me, and they'll use like he's so poised. Right? Like I just so they sound like they know what they're talking about, but it's like, but it's for real though. I'm like, damn, this kid is poised, bro. Like by definition of the word, you know what I mean?
Fucking right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We're gonna see if he's the real deal because I mean, shit, he wasn't.
What was Dallas' defense ranked? And I know we have the number 1. I know Eagles got the number 2. What was Dallas? Like it's almost like it's the final boss, right? Like in the NFC, at least, you know what I mean. This is the boss right here. You know what I mean. This is the final stage.
Yeah.
Well, in this conference, at least.
Oh yeah, that's why you had to win the NFC. Yeah, Eagles, Niners, man, and about to pull up the spread for that one here. I see we got a dynasty question here. These are from Facebook user. Does Derrick Henry have another 1 to 2 years left? Trade Derrick Henry and Josh Palmer for, I'm guessing that's Michael Thomas, Kareem Hunt, and Matthew Stafford.
I'm not doing that.
Yeah, I don't like that either. Stafford's on the decline. Thomas, we don't know if he's ever going to play again. And Hunt is a complete mystery. We don't know where he's going to land. So yeah,
okay, I'm okay with moving Derrick Henry, but that's not moving Derrick Henry for you know what I mean. That's somebody got in their head like, oh, he's old, and that just sounds like something I would do.
yeah, they're trying to bogart you.
Yeah, I'm the guy giving him Stafford and Hunt, and then telling him, listen, man, you know what I mean. I'm selling him on it, and now he's about to bite on that shit. Don't do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and then he's also asking Kamara, Barkley, Mixon, or Cook. Pick one dynasty league.
Mixon.
Barkley.
I like
either Mixon or Barkley for me.
He's younger and like he's gonna get.
Yeah,
paid.
I think I'd lean Barkley.
I just like Mixon better.
Yeah, I do too. I would rank them like this. I'd say Barkley, Mixon, Cook, Kamara.
Like for dynasty purposes, I would probably have to put Barkley in front of him, but like you know what I mean, like.
Yeah, that's what he's saying. Pick one for a dynasty league.
I like how there's so many weapons now that Mixon manages this 2 years. He stayed healthy through it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's just he was solid this year, but it's like, I mean, it's Mighty Joe Young. That's the main weapon though. To where Mixon has some weeks where he just doesn't really show up.
It's a good point, but you know, I don't know. Maybe I just picked a better offense, but I mean, who's to say?
Saquon might be on a different offense next year. We don't know. Yeah. I just feel like there's more upside with him, but Mixon's definitely not far behind.
I probably trade away my Barkleys for the world.
Yeah. This could be a time to sell on Saquon because he's coming off a huge year, and we don't know where he's going to land in free agency. But I definitely wouldn't sell him for the low.
No, that's what I'm saying. You sell him for the high.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, I mean, he just lost the playoff game though, so I'd give it a week or two since they just lost. Yeah. Same thing with Danny Dumbass. Don't trade Danny Dumbass right now. Last week would have been a good time to trade Danny Dumbass because everyone was riding his dick.
But. I mean, I don't know why people were, but here's the thing. I don't care what he did in the playoffs. Fuck him, right?
He's still a dumbass. Check this out, though. I mean, I was going through the stats. You know, I had some downtime this weekend at the hotel. And exactly 700 on the ground. So, I mean, we call him the dumbass, but for fantasy, I mean, he's a solid, very solid second quarterback in Superflex.
For sure. He's a running fool. And a second year offense. They got, they're probably
assuming they bring him back, which I think they will.
He won one playoff game. That's enough that he's probably going to get paid. You know what I mean? Like,
I agree.
Right? I mean, shit, bro. Like,
same thing with Geno. Like, Geno's probably going to get paid too.
Maybe they're not so sold on Danny Dumbass and they franchise tag him. I can see that.
I think what they do, I think they signed Dumbass like a 3 or 4 year extension and franchise Saquon because the quarterback franchise tag is so damn expensive.
I mean, but that's what I'm saying, though. You know what I mean? Like, okay. I like your version because I think franchise tagging would make sense.
You think for Saquon. But because like with Danny Dumbass, like what I'm saying, you could franchise tag Saquon, the running back tagging is expensive. Then you could pay Dumbass like $25 million rather than paying him.
Dumbass did get him into the playoffs. That is kind of crazy. And
exactly. In multiple playoff games, are like pay him like 25 to 30. Don't pay him like 40 or 50 because he's not an elite quarterback. But he should still, he's going to get a bag. But don't franchise tag him because then for this year, you got to pay him that ridiculous bag. And it hurts your cap for 2023.
Mm-hmm.
Where Saquon, if you have to tag Saquon, the running back tag isn't nearly as expensive as the quarterback tag.
I mean, like 13. It's like 13 million.
Yeah, it's not much.
12 million.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, it's not that bad. I think it might be a little more than that, but it's probably no more than 15.
I got an early fade list for next year.
Oh yeah, what you got?
I mean, I'm like, it's the usual suspects like Dalvin Cook's on there.
Yeah, for sure. He's declining.
On there.
Yeah. 6-game suspension incoming.
Yeah. It's just some of those older running backs. You just don't touch them. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
Zeke, obviously. I think most people will be smart enough to fade
You know
him.
what, bro? What if you should? Well, I guess
Zeke, you might be able to get Zeke dumbass cheap though, because Zeke probably is gonna fall to like the
Zeke got
10th
so much
round in a
mileage
while.
on him, bro.
Yeah. So he's probably, I'd say one's who else? Yeah, Dalvin Cook, Alvin Kamara. Who else would be on that joint? There's a few that I'd say. I mean, there's like those. I don't know, like, because it's like those are the two obvious ones, though. I'd say there's probably some other ones. I mean, I haven't really like dove deep into it. I'd tell you one who I'm gonna be fading though because he really fucked us this year, and I don't trust him to bounce back. DeAndre Swift, bro. Fuck Swift.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of with y'all.
Yeah.
I mean, if he falls to that
was-
fifth, if he's falling to that 5th round, though.
I ain't touching it, man. Especially if Jamal Williams is a free agent, so like I don't know if they bring him back, I'm not. But if they don't bring him back, then I might feel differently. Because then Swift, they'll have no choice but to force feed Swift.
Wow, and like that, 2 years. He only signed a 2-year contract. Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, Jamal, yeah, he's a free agent.
And I've only been screaming this out for like the last year. Like, let's just fade Swift. But I'm
Oh yeah, Huss called.
You know where
that.
Jamal Williams is gonna go? He's gonna fuck around and end up with the Patriots. Watch.
Oh yeah, because Damian Harris is a free agent, so they could form a 1-2 punch with
Commodore.
Right. And then speaking of Tony Pasta, he's a free agent too.
Yeah, we were talking about he got hurt though. Like now he's gonna sign a team-friendly Dallas.
Yeah, that sucks. Yeah, that he got hurt. Yeah, that's gonna fuck him up.
Broken fibula. At least it ain't like a knee though, right? Like a
better than a
that's
knee.
like a 3-month like recovery type of shit. So he'll be all right. And then good thing it wasn't no like spiral fracture, like you know what I mean, where you need like fucking whole like like bro, they gotta put your shit back together for real. You know what I mean? Like that's what happened to Alex Smith.
Right. Yeah, for sure. Thankfully, it wasn't that bad, but yeah, definitely tough to see, man. Once he went down, I was like, yeah, there's no way Dallas is winning now. I mean, he's a difference maker for him. As with Zeke, Zeke's a plotter, man. Zeke is done. You know what's funny? So that I must have heard that like 3-4 times a day. Man, if Tony Pasta doesn't go down, bro, we win. We probably win. Really? I still don't think they win. I still don't think they win, but they would have maybe had a slightly. No, I'm just saying, like don't say anything. Yeah, for sure. But, let's talk about next week though. Here we got the NFC Championship early line. Bang Niner gang 2.5-point underdogs at Philadelphia.
It's 3 in some joints I saw.
Okay, yeah, it's 2.5 at Caesars right now. Official odds partner. Nola, but Yokes might have it a little different.
I think this definitely gets to like 3 or 3.5 eventually. It's got to get to at least 3.
I don't know. I think a lot of sharp money is going to come in on the Niners. Although they're probably going to wait for it to get to 3. That's the thing. That's what I'm saying. I like the money line, 49ers money line. You know, I think Jalen Hurts is going to really struggle against your defense.
Because running QBs is our kryptonite. You see how many third downs, or not how many, but he the crucial third down, Dak, he ran for it. See, I knew they weren't going to be competent enough to continue to exploit that because it's Mike McCarthy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's terrible at the play calling, situational play calling. It's all bad.
Yeah, or Sirianni, what was that thing? He was like saying so he's like, no, fuck off. Like about something about a play call. Someone was suggesting something. He's like, no, fuck off. Like we're I think going for 2 or something at one point. He was like about like he was like he's very decisive with his play calling. So like him and Shanahan, that's gonna be a duel.
You know how like Tom Brady's like the king at the QB sneak, right?
Yeah.
So like, bro, Jalen Hurts is the king of this. And they'll do it on like, it'll be like, 2nd and 7. And you'll just, but it ain't just for a yard. Like he's up the gut with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like we get killed like that. You know what I mean? And he can get the edge. He can run around the edge too. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's fast. So it's going to be interesting because like, I mean, if I'm the Eagles, I'm throwing on the other bird tape. You know what I mean? I'm throwing the Falcons game on. Like, look at this. Look at how they fucked them up with Mariota. You know what I mean? like there's clear examples, like, you know, over the years against, you know, Kyler Murray always fucked us up, like, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Even Russ, bitch ass, we're running around on us, and you know what I mean? It's just because that's the thing is, like, you got so many fucking weapons. You know what I mean? You can't really, you dedicate a spy, it's over. You know what I mean? Like, just, you know, someone's getting single with you. Like, okay, when Gino started running around, right? What happened? There was a play. Fucking as soon as they seen another safety, he stayed in the box. Probably the spy. He hits off DK, and there's no safety help. He's gone. You know what I mean? That's you know what I mean? And they play well against zone.
Yeah, because it's like what could be y'all's kryptonite would be like, you know how Seattle, y'all were able to contain Lockett, but DK went off. Or like, you know, the Eagles are kind of similar to that. They've got that 1-2 punch, AJ Brown and Devontae Smith.
Yeah, and then they got bitch ass Goddard.
Yep, he's got God and dirt in his name.
Yeah.
The thing is, though, I feel like y'all have better weapons because it's like I know Brown and Smith are really good, but I mean, y'all still have Debo, Ayuk, and then Kittle. I mean, Kittle's
and then CMC.
Yeah, and then of course CMC. So and in the Raging Cajun, Elijah Mitchell. So y'all have weapons, bro. And the Brock. Can't forget the Brock.
The Brock is going into Philly.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I picked your Niners to win it all, bro, and I'm sticking with it.
Like
bang, bang, baby. I mean, I just love what I see, man. Kyle Shanahan, he's
awesome.
Yes, he really is. I mean, he knows what it's all about, and he's paid his dues, man. I mean, he had 28-3. He had the Chiefs when he's been through adversity. He knows now how to take a loss. So I think now his next thing is to take his next bridge is the, you know, a Lombardi trophy.
DeMeco Ryans, right? I was listening to this 49er pod earlier, and DeMeco Ryans, he put the interviews on hold. Whatever the fuck interviews he had going, I think it was like the Colts or whatever, but because he was like, listen, bro, I gotta lock in right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
We got fucking Philly, bro. We're going to Philly, like, you know what I mean? And I mean, we gotta be the number one defense. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
We got to be that.
Yeah, because I mean, Philly's a really good defense too. I mean, y'all rank higher than them. But they're right neck and neck with y'all.
They could get ran on. That's
exactly. CMC should have much more room to run. And Antonio said the Brock is gonna whip some candy ass.
Yeah. The Brock says,
smell what the Brock is cooking.
Yes.
Fucking right. Before we bounce here, let's take a look at the AFC Championship. Bengals now favored on the road at the Chiefs. Holy shit. Did not expect that, but Bengals, baby. The Sharps are loving them.
I'm taking the Bengals, bro.
Same. I took the Bengals money line yesterday.
I think they cover that.
Yeah, I took them yesterday at plus 100. They were 1 point dogs.
Yeah, because they were the dogs yesterday.
Yeah, I took them then.
Good shit, kid.
Nice.
I should have done it. I was saying it to myself yesterday too.
Right.
Mahomes' injury, man, changes like everything.
Yeah. I mean, because they didn't announce the injury till today, and that boom, it just swings it. I mean, in the last Boy Scout, he was like complaining about that shit in there. Fucking Damon Wayans, or is it Keenan Allen Wayans, or is it Damon Wayans?
I think it's Damon.
Yeah, he was like, you know, when you're an athlete, he's like, there is no doctor-patient confidentiality. He's like, because the faggot spread needs to be, they need to know. You know what I mean? It's true though.
Right. Antonio, I'm getting my shirt for next week. Rock out with my Brock out.
Nice. I mean, big cock Brock is his nick. Is, you know what's funny is I asked my mans, because you know what I mean, you know, like hella my folks went to the games. I'm mad. I could have went too, but I just didn't want to spend the bread, bro. You know what I mean? It's a lot of money. But anyways, I was like, were they calling his name? Big cock. He was like, hell yeah. You have a big cock chance we're out there. I'm like, fuck yeah.
Fucking right.
You know what I mean? I know he's not the original Big Dick Nick, but Nick Mullins, when we had him, bro, like, and you know, that was when, you know, we were still going against just dedicated, even though we were losing. It was just like, You know what I mean? But we be in there, Big Dick Nick, like the Big Dick Nick's chants were out, man. But the big cock chants are out there. It's real. You know what I mean?
Fucking right, man.
Cowboys. I gotta enjoy it now because they would I would have never stopped hearing it, man.
Fucking right. Yeah, fuck them boys, bro.
man,
I was pulling for y'all, man. I was rooting for y'all.
My man Irv, man, he's a Philly. He's an Eagles fan.
Ooh, it's gonna be a house divided.
Yeah, you know what I mean. But but he's a real like he knows football for real. So it's like, you know what I mean. He's like, hey man, he's like, y'all a good team, bro. I'm like,
yeah, it's a heavyweight fight, bro. Both these
Mm-hmm.
championships are heavyweight fight.
Oh, yeah. I tend to think the Bengals are just gonna knock them out, bro.
Yeah, I think they do too. Because I mean,
They're
with
gonna
Mahomes,
go in there and smack them, bro. I think if the Bengals are off their game, that's the only way Patrick Mahomes and them do this.
right? Yeah, because Mahomes is banged up.
Game right now. They're focused. Like you know, what crazy? They played like it was like they were the home team in Buffalo.
Oh yeah, they whooped that candy ass for sure.
They're weatherproof. They're everything proof, bro.
Yeah, their defense is rock solid. Mighty Joe Young has the offense on lock.
Mighty. Yeah. It don't even matter. They're down what? 3 starters on their line? Hey, forget about it.
Yeah, them and your Niners haven't lost any games since like October.
I know they've been streaking on the Bengals.
Yeah, they've been streaking kind of like, I think y'all streak's a couple games longer, but their streak's not far behind.
I think we're on like a 13 game, 14.
Oh, y'all's is that long? Damn, I think the Bengals then must be like at least 10.
Yeah, I think we're like on 11. I think it's 13.
Holy fuck.
Damn, yeah.
Yeah, because y'all got off I remember a slow start. I was like, damn, are the Niners for real? I was like, are they fugazi?
We finished as the 2 seed. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, y'all won every game since week 8.
You want to know what I like about this run? Because I love
what's that?
I loved Alex Smith. When he got a concussion, everybody was fucking excited, right?
It's 12 games straight.
12 games, okay.
Yeah, still fucking impressive. Not trying to take anything away, but yeah.
So you're telling me we got to go 14 straight. We need 14.
Yeah, the Bengals is 10. So y'all are 12, the Bengals are 10. They're both double-digit streaks. Holy crap.
It just doesn't surprise me because
Peace, Antonio.
These are 2 teams they've been there, right? Like, okay, the Eagles, that's what I'm banking on, is that the Eagles haven't really been here. You know what I mean?
Jalen Hurts has never been here.
I'm banking on it, bro.
Saturday was his first ever playoff win.
Yeah, good for him. Hopefully, he'll cherish that because
let it get to his head. Yeah,
that's his only playoff win. You know what I mean?
Right, for sure.
Right, that's gonna be a tough game, bro.
No doubt about it.
I got one cousin. Shout out to my cousin Junebug, man. I hope you're doing good wherever you're at. He's out there in Vegas and shit, but like he's like a hermit crab, bro. You know what I mean? Ever since my uncle died, probably and it was this like 20 years ago, but he just never really can. You know what I mean? But anyways, he's diehard Eagles fan, bro. I know he's talking shit to me right now. Just because the whole family's Niners, bro. The only reason he was an Eagles fan and his brother, first of all, they were Niner fans too. Growing up, who wasn't in the 8? They're older than me, like 9-10 years older than me, right? What's crazy is my cousin Junebug and his brother Lawrence, right? They the Madden on Sega, right? We wouldn't let nobody play the Niners against each other. You know what I mean? At least I used to watch them play. They never had me the sticks. You know what I mean? But anyways, like I watch them play, so they had to choose alternative teams. So my cousin always picked the Eagles, and then his brother my other cousin always picked the Lions.
Yeah.
And so
Barry Sanders.
Yeah. So recipes to my cousin Lawrence. Because he stayed dedicated to them Lions, bro. He had some dark days. You know what I mean? But it was crazy because me and my boy Kali, we go out to Vegas to go fuck with my cousin. This is like a couple years after my uncle passed, and like it was the Michael Vick versus Donovan McNabb NFC Championship, right? And we're in Vegas, bro, and like he's wearing all his Eagles gear, and like he's so turned up, bro. Like this, we weren't even old enough to do anything yet. I was like 19. I was 20. My boy was 19. So we're just walking around with an E&J bottle, like still keeping it hood. And like my cousin is turned, bro, and he's talking shit to everybody wearing Falcons gear. Because I mean, that's the thing in Vegas. Whenever it's these big games, these motherfuckers come out and they wear their colors. So there's hella Falcon fans everywhere. He's just talking hella shit. You know what I mean? And my cousin, you know what I'm saying? He's like, he ain't the biggest dude. He kind of looked like Mike Tyson, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna lie. And he, you know what I mean? But he got a little bit of yokies on him, but like he's not super yoked, but you know what I mean? Super big, I should say. But bro, he was starting shit with everybody. And me and my boy, we kept constantly having to diffuse shit. Like, cause he'll just walk up on motherfuckers. Hey, fuck the Falcons.
Damn.
Like in their face, bro.
Lord.
Like, I remember he was talking shit to some broad because some broad was like saying something to him. So he started talking shit to her. Man comes out, like, hey, school. I was like, oh, that's gonna get serious. I had to defuse that one, and it was funny because then there was this one time. There's this loud ass Falcons fan. This is after the game, and the Eagles won that thing, right? So then this dude, he's hella sour, and he starts talking shit to my cousin, man. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm like, hey, cousin, you know, man, we ever like, you know, by this point, I'm tired of it. Diffusing shit, you know what I mean? But I'm pulling my cousin away. And it's funny because he started barking at somebody else that did not even no Eagles fan. Just started barking at somebody else, and this dude just laid him out. Wow.
Oh my god.
Damn. And I was like, damn, see?
Yeah, he was asking for it. I hate to
Someone
say it.
knock that motherfucker
Yeah,
out.
he was asking for it, man. You keep putting talking all that shit, you're gonna get popped at some point.
Man, remember I told you about that shit that I heard about that playoff game that I went to in Denver when it was the Chargers versus the Broncos. This dude's like walking across like somewhere in the parking lot. Pretty sure it was the can't remember how it was. I think it was the Chargers fan that was like outside, and Broncos fan almost like hits him with his truck, and the Charger fan like what the fuck, and like hits the top of his what's it called, his truck, and then the Broncos fan gets out, and then the Charger fan like stabs him, and then like they just like leave him there.
Oh my god. Jesus Christ.
Fucking insane.
Yeah, that's fucked, man.
Hey, you know what's so crazy? Is he knew I gotta bring my knife with me. You know what I mean?
They're going to war. We're going to bloody war.
Hey, listen, why would, especially if he traveled for the game, right? He's like, listen, as soon as I land, I gotta go to the hardware store, I gotta buy a knife. You know what I mean? I guess you could check in knives, right? Like, what if you're a cook and you have your knife set?
I don't know. You better have really good
check it in, right?
These days.
No, I'm saying you have to check it in.
Oh, yeah. And your check luggage, not in like carry-ons or nothing.
Yeah. You know, it is a trip when they let you in with lighters, though.
Yeah.
Like I might be like, yeah, because like I mean, just the last I flew a couple times in the past couple months. Yeah, I'm just throwing. I got the lighter in my carry-on bag.
It's like 2 ounces of liquid or something. It's got to be like below that.
Oh, that's why. Okay. Well, because it's like, what if I can like light something on fire? You know what I mean? Like,
well, yeah.
I'm pretty sure they shouldn't let people. You know, either way, to each his own.
Oh,
you guys ever flown?
He's gonna be the one to go out and get in trouble and have him change the rules.
I mean, y'all ever flown first class?
Nope.
No, I never have.
Me neither.
Yeah. Maybe one day we go on these executive flights out to Vegas or something. Speak it into existence.
Oh, in March, bro. Let's go to Vegas, Spencer.
Oh, in March? What's going down in March?
Because Gemmo's gonna go out there.
Oh, let's fucking go.
Right? And then
the icon.
Obviously, we're gonna rock with us. You know what I mean?
Yeah, fucking right.
Yeah.
I'm down, B. I'm down.
I think it's gonna be like the end of March.
Okay.
It'll be like the middle of the week too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to do like a Wednesday to like Thursday shot or something.
Oh, for sure.
He's gonna be there. He's gonna be there Monday through Friday. So maybe I'll do like a Wednesday to Friday, something like that. So I can still come back and like not be in trouble.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Yeah, I'll have to see what's up with that.
My girl was so mad. So when I mentioned it, right, I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna go. I'm meeting the icon." I'm like, "You're not." And she's like, "Oh, well, you want to go to Vegas and if I interview porn stars again?" I'm like, that. I'm like, listen, there was somebody that was fucking the bitch and brought her in. Just like, hey, interview her. Like, you know what I mean? What the fuck? I'm not gonna not interview the porn star.
Definitely wasn't planned.
She's like, you're fucking holding the mic like it's your dick. I'm like, what's that? Like, I was standing, she was sitting, and I would say something, and I'm, you know what I mean? But I had like the mic stand, so I might have been like, I don't know. I'm just saying. I was like,
Leave it to
reading
Bogey.
into that a little too. Reading into that too much, baby.
Oh, let's just say I went to a honky tonk this weekend in Fort Worth, and let's just say the broads were nice out there.
Nice.
Oh yeah, them country girls, man, they were letting it all hang out. That shit was nice.
Nice. At the wedding?
It's at the bar.
Oh yeah.
The wedding was cool, the wedding was more
Was it one of
like
those bars
friends
where
and
they-
family kind of thing. Where the bar was like they were cutting up. It was like all young folks in there. They were like we were cutting up, man. It was lit.
Nice.
Yep.
So you're Fort Worth, Texas. What's that drive like?
It's about 8 hours from NOLA and 6 hours from Lafayette. I met my boy in Lafayette, and I rode with him up there, so the drive wasn't too bad.
Not bad.
Yeah, we lived it up, man. Went to the stockyards. They had live cattle out there. That shit was wild.
Yeah.
Oh, we're heard. So
Yep, they were just in the streets. People would go and take pictures. They'd get up and sit on the big bull and take pictures with them. It was pretty wild.
Oh, I'm not jumping on no bull, bro.
Oh yeah, that thing was a real tame. Like, that thing was pissing like crazy. It was like a big trail of piss you can see on the sidewalk.
He was showing you guys who's dominant here.
He's like,
Oh
"Look,
yeah, it's my territory.
all my
bitch."
shit.
Right?
Hey, bro, you see this P? The whole is all my shit right here. I own this shit.
Yeah, all these fucking tourists wanting to
He's like, this
take
motherfucker want
pictures.
to jump on my back and shit.
Right? Yeah, I can tell you they probably weren't too happy about it. But look, Song pulled up. What up, Song?
What else?
What up, Song?
Yep. And
So,
Trip
what
says
was
up us.
What was the birthday looking like?
Yeah.
So what were you guys? I know you went with the Palm Ran and your pops yesterday, right?
Yeah, it was a chill deal. We barbecued and stuff, hung out, watched the games. I was kind of recovering from Saturday after going to the honky tonk, but no, it was pretty dope. Just hung out with family and friends. Like it was awesome.
What was on the grill?
Oh, them thick burgers, ball.
Oh,
Like
nice.
the chuck eye ground beef kind of thing, like thick fucking patties.
Yeah,
This shit,
yeah.
them bitches slap, B. Them bitches slap. Then we had the king cake for the birthday. My dad couldn't find any birthday cake, so he got king cake, like the Mardi Gras cake. Like they have it like all throughout South Louisiana. So
Nice.
shit was fucking dope. And yeah, thank you, Song. Happy birthday, appreciate it, man. And yeah, we just been chopping it up, man.
How do we dress the burger up? Like, what are we doing here?
Oh, a lot of times I'll put, I'll dress it up usually with like my my favorite kind of burger is usually cheese, ketchup, mayo, lettuce, pickles, and maybe bacon. Sometimes I like throw bacon on that bitch too. But I just did the basic deal yesterday. I just did like cheese and ketchup. Because I don't think they even had pickles. They were like out of a lot of shit at my boy's house. So like I just did it basic yesterday.
Hey, you know what, bro? Listen, I'll have what he's having.
Oh yeah, Black Angus beef. Yeah, I have to try that next time. Yep.
Yeah.
I fucking love burgers.
Yeah, dude. I hadn't had a good burger in a while, so I was like, fucking right. Shit.
You guys fuck with Red Robin?
I've had it before, but it's been a minute.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever had it before.
Fucking their burgers are fire.
Okay.
Just good burger joints, you know what I mean? I appreciate a good burger.
Oh, fucking right. And Song says, I think this is Card of the Saints. I had said that the other day. I think it's possible.
Yeah, I mean, there's a correlation. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because Dennis Allen, he was the coach whenever the Raiders drafted Carr.
Yep. You know what I'm saying? So
I could see it.
yeah, and I think Carr needs indoors because he's terrible outside, bro.
And he needs a good defense. The Raiders have never supported him with a good defense. If he goes to the Saints, indoors with a good defense, he might actually have some success.
Yeah, and then I mean they're probably gonna keep Carmichael on, like you said, right? Or they are, right?
Yeah, they are. I think though there's a chance, and I'm hoping this happens because I'm not really fucking with Carmichael. I wish I'm thinking that he might follow Sean Payton if Sean Payton goes to Denver.
Uh-oh.
And then if that would happen, then the Saints would be forced to hire a new
Joe
OC.
Lombardi just got released though too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they might bring in Joe Lombardi. Yeah.
I mean, shit. What if they bring over Joe Lombardi to the Saints? I mean, you know what I mean? There's that. I mean, because I think the quick outs
like what things they used to do with like Breeze, like you'll be able to do that with Carr because that's Carr.
Right,
that's what
right.
he kills the short game.
Yeah, and Kamara, Kamara can kill that. Olave,
Mhm.
Rashid Shaheed, Jawan Johnson. I mean, you got weapons. Maybe Mike Thomas if he wants to stay. I have a feeling he's going, but I mean, he's still on the roster, so and we know he's good at the
I want
short
him to
game.
somehow end up with Russ.
Yeah, Sean Payton.
Yeah.
I don't know if him and Sean Payton had the best relationship, but if they did, he might follow Payton over there.
Though? If I didn't like a motherfucker, but then this motherfucker calls me one day, listen, bro, I know we don't like each other, but I'm about to go over here, bro. You want to go over here?
Right, yeah, like with Brandon
You might be
Cooks.
like, fuck yeah.
Brandon Cooks, they might do that with him too. Like him and Peyton didn't really like each other, but
Right,
Peyton might be
yeah,
like, "Look, I
listen,
don't
bro,
like
come
you, but
over
you're
here to
fucking
Denver."
talented.
Oh
Come
my
over
God.
here." Because they need a deep threat, bro. Man, Sutton, Judy, and Cooks. That'd be
Yeah, I
pretty
mean
cool.
KJ Hamler,
he ain't it. You know what I mean? That's
right,
like
and he's coming off an ACL or something.
another one, right?
Yeah, so he's not going to be on.
Coming off an ACL from last year already.
Yeah, so I would think they would rather a guy like Cooks as opposed because if Sutton and Judy can do the short game, they don't really need much for the short game.
How old Sutton is already? I'm like, damn, Sutton's hella old.
Yeah, and Sutton, I noticed the past 2 years, he is going to shit in the second half. He always starts off good, but in the second half, he's some booty cheeks. He is not good.
I think he'll be a great value next year. Him and him and Mike Williams. Like no one's gonna want to touch those guys next year.
Right, I'll take a chance on Mike Williams. I don't know about Sutton. Maybe if Peyton goes there.
Hey, listen, I'm mark my words, right? If Greg Olsen ends up with the fucking Chargers, bro, what the fuck? I don't even think I want anybody there, bro.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
He's terrible.
Well,
it'll be good for the run game.
Oh, the OC Greg Olsen.
Yeah.
But you know what's scary? But hadn't he worked with Carr before?
Yeah, he was
all
bad when he was years.
Oh, they didn't work good together. Okay.
Era.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's true. I was like, hey, and I hope the Saints then don't bring him in. I was like, because I thought of that. What if they would? Did him and Dennis Allen have a relationship, or had Allen already left by the time Olsen got there? Oh, okay. Well then,
part of the
Gruden
regime.
Gotcha. Well, let's bring in Joe Lombardi. Fuck Olsen. Let's bring Lombardi in.
Yeah,
right. Lombardi.
Lombardi's. Here's the thing. What happened with Lombardi is that like someone's got to go, right?
Right. Yeah, they made someone the scapegoat. Yeah.
Yeah, it's you, man. You gotta go.
Yeah, and Lombardi's was our quarterbacks coach, for a while. So yeah, let's bring in Lombardi. Fuck yeah, I'm down.
Yeah. I mean, because I feel like they're gonna bring in familiarity versus like,
yeah.
I mean, I know you want them as a fan, you want some change, you want them to bring in the youngsters, but
they're not. I've accepted it. Yeah, they're not. They're status quo at this point. They're going with status quo. I mean, the fact that they bringing back Carmichael. So if Carmichael doesn't leave, then we'll just have status quo.
If Derek Carr goes to the Saints, bro, that's a massive upgrade. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's definitely an upgrade over Andy Dalton. And I mean, shit, we won 7 games with Andy Dalton's bitch ass. So at Carr, I think we could win 9.
When I say he's a massive upgrade, that's not saying much about those guys. You know what I mean? To be honest, and then like Jameis, I just don't think Jameis is in the conversation.
Yeah, Jameis is gonna get released. I think Dalton comes back as the backup, and then Carr will be the starter.
Yeah, and then what was it? I mean, even who else was there with Dennis? Hargrave, Musgrave. Yeah, you remember him, Bill Musgrave? I think it's Bill Musgrave.
Bill Musgrave. Oh, okay.
Yeah, like that's another guy. Like if they brought him back, like he had success with Carr. Like that was when Carr was like MVP candidate. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't think he's in coaching right now, and he's only 55. So yeah, he might come back.
I mean, the reason I say this is because it's like, you know what I mean? If they're gonna bring in Carr and they want to bring it, you know what I mean? Like otherwise,
familiarity.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like otherwise, you know what I'm saying? Like. Shit, man, they bring in Greg Olsen. Yeah. I mean, you know why Greg Olsen is in the mix right now with these interviews is because he was under Sean McVay the past couple of years. But Sean McVay, what he does is he just surrounds himself with these veteran guys. You know what I mean? Like, and especially he's partial to guys that fucked with Gruden because Gruden's one of his mentors. You know what I mean? Like Sean McVay was part of that bullshit when he was young.
Gruden's grinders.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
He's a true grinder.
See, he might follow Gruden's footsteps sooner than later.
Go on TV. Yeah.
I mean, what was his contract extension? A few, three, maybe 5 years. So maybe he coaches for the 4 more and then goes into bracket. He's a personality. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, for sure. Let's just hope his emails aren't as bad as Groot.
I mean, you know what's crazy too? He was a youngster. You know what I mean? He was a youngster. He grew up in it. I mean, he grew up in the fucking. He's younger than me. Shit.
Yeah, he's in his 30s. Yeah, and he's got like I think he's like married a Ukrainian chick or something. So like I don't think he's pretty good on the women front. What?
She's like a supermodel.
Yeah, I think so. So yeah, I think if he's smart, he ain't gonna be worried about doing stupid shit with the emails.
I mean, like, yeah. But here's the thing. He was I think even Amazon Prime, like he was that was the one there. They were he's talking about like 20 million a year. There was, you know what I mean? They were trying to get Sean McVay.
Right. Yeah, because I mean, Sean Payton, I think Payton wants to get back into coaching because he's like awkward on TV. He is not good on TV.
No, didn't they have him with Drew Brees too?
Never on TV.
Never on TV?
No, that would have been bad. I mean, they're great for football, but for Breeze wasn't good on TV either. Neither of them are very good for TV. And I love them. I mean, I grew up rooting for them, and I love them for football. But I do
Tony Romo's
writing
the man, bro.
But you just gotta have it in broadcasting. You gotta have just like that. You gotta have that personality that just like that. That spontaneous type personality that just just going with the flow. Where Breeze and Peyton are just too calculated. It doesn't come to them naturally, like the whole broadcasting thing. They just seem too like Peyton was this kind of like his body language was awkward. Like he just didn't. I don't know. I could just tell this was not for him.
I just thought of this. Have you guys been tracking the fucking or following the Shannon Sharp shit?
No,
what's happened
since?
So fucking he's like beefing with John Morant's fucking but he I guess he was at that arena. He was at that Lakers game last night. You know what I'm saying? He was talking.
Yeah, there was a little scrum or something, and
yeah,
he was like, they didn't want smoke. They didn't want
the smoke. He was talking hella shit, man. And then it was like an ESPN like reporter or whatever that got all this, and I think he just knew him. And I don't think he knew that, like when he was just talking to him, like and recording it, he didn't think that was, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
because he was like, they don't want smoke. You know what I mean? He's like, I want all the smoke with them. He's like, I want all the problems. He was calling out names, bro. I was like, oh shit, love Shannon Sharp, bro.
Fucking right, yeah. You don't want to tangle with Shannon. And Song was saying Bengals by 6 because Patty Holme high ankle sprain before the injury had the MVP taking it. Bengals have way better defense than the Chiefs.
I mean, he's still gonna get the MVP because it's based on the season.
Right, yeah, yeah, for sure. That's what he was saying. Yeah,
okay. Has there ever been an MVP to win the MVP QB to win the Super Bowl?
Oh yeah, I'm sure. I mean, it doesn't happen often, but I'm almost certain it's happened before.
Is there a curse on it?
I don't think there is, but it is like it's one of those things that
like
doesn't happen. Doesn't happen as often as you think. Yeah, Matt Ryan, Cam Newton,
Peyton Manning.
Yeah, Peyton Manning. I don't think ever did.
Rodgers.
Yeah, Rodgers never did. Brady, I think did.
Did Brady? I don't know.
Let's see. So. Damn, maybe it is a curse. Holy fuck. The curse of the MVP.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm like, has anyone ever won? I'm like, is there a curse on it?
2017. No, they lost to the Eagles that year. That was a crazy deal. And then let's see, 2007, they lost to the Giants. 2010, they who won that? They didn't win it that year. Somebody else did. Yeah, they lost in the division round of the fucking Jets.
Oh shit! No fucking way.
So it's never happened?
No.
It's never happened.
Oh, wait. Did Marshall Faulk, did they win in 2000?
Oh, yeah. They did.
Marshall Faulk won it in 2000 and Kurt Warner won it in 2001. Well, Kurt Warner
Kurt Warner didn't win the Super Bowl that year.
Right, yeah,
Which
2000.
which one was
He
the
won
one?
it in
that
he
won?
won it in 99 2000 year.
Yeah, 99 was when they won the Super Bowl.
So Kurt Warner won the MVP in 99 and 2001.
Oh, okay. So Kurt
Oh, so
Warner
Kurt
did it.
Warner did it.
Kurt Warner
Sick.
did it. 1999. Damn, I wonder if he was the last
Okay.
one.
No, he
That's
was.
Hey, what
He
the heck?
wasn't
So Brett
drafted.
Favre and Barry Sanders both won the MVP in 97.
Oh, co-MVPs?
Yeah. Oh, and Brett. Okay, so Brett Favre won it 3 times in a row. And
Yeah,
then
he
they
did.
win
He
one.
Oh,
They
and he
won
won
one
the
of those
Super Bowl
years.
in 96.
Yeah, Brett Favre did. Yeah,
Okay.
but never. It looks like
Yeah,
never in the
did.
2000s. No
So
one in
in
the
the-
2000s.
in the
Steve
2000s.
Young won it in 94.
Where I didn't know. Yeah, Steve, I was a kid. I don't remember him being MVP. That's dope. Okay. So maybe just ever since the 2000s, bro, MVPs don't win the Super Bowl.
What
Yeah.
about Patrick Mahomes when he won his first MVP?
He lost in overtime in the AFC title game to Brady.
Right. Yeah,
Didn't
that's
even make the
true.
Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, and Lamar, yeah, they didn't make it.
No.
Yeah.
And then Rodgers
Well,
passed
Peyton
2
Manning,
years.
2013, right? Lost to Seahawks.
Yeah, lost to the
Yeah.
Seahawks. Yeah.
Yep, in the title game.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah, that's nuts.
insane. That's great. So the last one to win it, Kurt Warner.
Oh, okay. Who was the MVP of 2014?
Aaron
Aaron Rodgers.
Rodgers.
Oh shit, because that's when Brady won it. Okay.
Right. Yeah, Brady's a 3-time MVP, but he never won a Super Bowl any of those years. 2007, he lost to the Giants. 2010, he got lost in the divisional round to the Jets.
How
and then
cursed is that?
17, he lost
In
to the
the-
Eagles.
Undefeated all the way and then lose in the Super Bowl. Like, dang. They're about to shut up all those fucking Dolphins.
Yeah, 72 Dolphins. Yeah, they got to keep that over. An only perfect season.
I know you're probably shutting it down soon, but I gotta get out of here. But happy birthday to Guru. Yeah, you the man.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Huss.
Yeah.
Catch you guys later.
Yep.
Sure.
Later, dude.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Uh,
Song says Niners versus Philly. Niners 29-24. I'm okay with that version. I could see that.
Hey, listen, I'm down with whatever version that ends up where we're winning. You know what I mean?
Right. And then he says the Niners go on winning the ship with rookie third string for the first time in history. Let's fucking go. Man, Song's gassing your team up, B.
Song's a Niner.
Oh, he's a Niner too.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's a
Niners
gang
by
member.
3.
He's a
Fucking
gang
right.
member. You know what I mean? Shout out to
Fucking
the
right.
gang.
Fucking right. Fucking right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm cool. I used to hate the gang. I was jealous after 2011 when y'all did the thing with Vernon Davis on us, but I've chilled out. I'm okay with it. I was rooting for y'all over Dallas yesterday.
I
that's for
always
sure.
love. It's funny because I always love the Saints because Drew Brees is the man, bro. You know what I
Fucking
mean?
right.
Fucking Marcus Colson. Like I used to love
Yep,
Marcus
Jimmy
Colson.
Graham. Yep, fucking
Yep,
right.
Jimmy Graham.
Yeah, Reggie Bush. Reggie Bush.
Yeah, bro. I mean, shit.
Yeah,
Shit was
now-
not- and like we always, you know, what I mean, like it's just they Saints Niners. There's just maybe I love y'all too because we always just historically we have the upper hand on y'all. Like
Yeah, yeah,
win
that's why.
and then win loss column. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we haven't really fucked y'all over. I mean, y'all fucked us over. My days of bang bang. All right, I get it.
I mean,
Oh man,
it's
I
so
do-
good, though. When we played y'all this year, right? We had Jimmy Hawk.
Yeah, and y'all, we fumbled it away. We had y'all on the ropes. We would have cut off y'all's streak, but we fumbled it away. Kamara fumbled twice in that joint.
Dang, that shit nuts, bro.
Yeah, that was nuts.
I
That
remember
just
we
goes to show y'all just might be one of those teams of destiny. It's like y'all would win
I hope
games,
so, man.
even when like yesterday. I mean, y'all didn't play that great, but y'all found a way to win.
I mean that defense, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
the defense did its thing. Yeah,
Like when we, bro, like
yeah.
that second turnover, I was like, you know, and you know what was funny too is like when you like that last 5 minutes of the game, I was like, oh, they know it's not happening. Like, you know what I mean? You start looking at the Cowboys like, oh, they're giving up, man. Like,
Oh, yeah. McCarthy. Let's go to the donut shop or I'm out of here.
what's up with that call? With that play? I mean, there's like a bazillion memes about that shit today. What's your thoughts on that?
Wait, which one? The one at the very end or like
Mhm.
I'm trying to think, what did they do exactly? I'm forgetting now. Oh yeah, the thing. Oh, it is what it was. Yeah, he literally threw it, and then dude gets P-laid, like doesn't even get a lateral off or anything. Just literally just it just ends instantly. Normally, it's like you got to do like 5-6 laterals before it ends. Make them work for it. Dallas didn't even make y'all work for it. Literally on the first thing, boom, done, game over.
Yeah, it was a wrap.
Yes, that is. Yeah, it was. I mean, yeah, it was a great defensive battle for sure.
Like, I think for my version, right? I'm like, come on, Eagles, you guys are like a year away. You know what I mean?
Man, you and Dennis. Shout out to Dennis and the Ignorant Thinkers, man. Hey, he's gonna be fired up.
Yeah, I was just saying that earlier today. I gotta text him and see if like we could come on this week.
Yeah, I'd be down. Yeah, I fucked with Ignorant Thinkers. I like when we went on there. I think we went on there like right before the season this year.
Yeah, and it's funny too because if I could find that episode, I remember saying, "Fuck it, it's gonna be the Eagles Niners NFC title game."
Ooh,
I remember
you
saying
called that. You spoke that into existence.
Yeah. Well, I mean, because he's a diehard Eagles fan. I'm a diehard Niners fan. It was just like, whenever we get to like talking with any fan base, you know what I mean? If as long as you say that, then all right, yeah, it's cool. Like, like my Cowboy homies, I always be like, fucking, let's just hope we see each other in the NFC title game. You know what I mean? Because then this week when I was like, listen, man, it's the end of the road for y'all. You know what I mean? Like, too bad it couldn't have been for the Super Bowl like the old days.
Right. Yeah, a lot of the analysts were saying like Niners Cowboys was the NFC championship, that they thought the winner of that is gonna whoop that ass, in Philly. But
I don't know, man. I don't know why people are like that. Sounds like stupid people, right? Like, why?
Yeah, that sounds like public talk.
With AJ Brown and like one of the best offensive lines, if not the best in the game.
Yeah, maybe the defensive line, ferocious defensive line.
And they just got so much depth there with all these veterans that are like.
Yeah, they brought in all these veterans like Sue and all them. Yeah.
Yeah,
stop
bro.
the run.
I mean, it ain't working though. Like people, man, if people, the teams that have beat them were the teams that just stuck with the run. You know what I mean? Washington, you know what I'm saying? Alvin Kamara, the Saints, you know what I mean?
Yeah, when the Saints beat them, bro. I think that's why I'm so on there. Like, man, if the Saints could beat the Eagles, the 49ers definitely can.
I mean, it was a Gardner Minshew.
Yeah, the Ginsu. Yeah, and we own the Ginsu. The Ginsu has done nothing. When he was a rookie in Jacksonville, I remember Dennis Allen's defense absolutely dominated against them.
What do you think? I want to go back and watch that game again, the Philly game. But what do you think Jalen, like ultimately how Jalen Hurts looks? Looks good.
Yeah, I think I didn't really get to see much of that game because we were at the bar, but like, I mean, he seemed fairly healthy. The thing is, though, I don't think he'd be quite as explosive as far as they didn't seem to get. I mean, they just won easy. They didn't really have to do a whole lot. Like Devontae Smith and AJ Brown's numbers weren't all that great.
I mean, they basically shut out AJ Brown. Yeah, I'm hoping DeMeco Ryans comes up with a masterful game plan here, and then my guys go out there and execute it because Shanahan, I think he's defense proof. It don't matter what he's playing. He's gonna find some way to attack them. I'm not worried about that part. You know what I mean? I think we could keep up with them in that sense, right? But it's like, can we stop them though? You know what I mean? Because if we could stop them, bro, we could just field goal them to death. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Like if we could just
wear them down.
Yeah, I mean, if we can stop the mobile QB, what we gotta do? We just gotta out physical them, bro. They're a physical team. We gotta mash them.
Fucking right.
Like I mean, fucking AJ Brown, bro. Like he already gave us fits last year. Remember when that Tennessee game was a Thursday nighter? He went and he was his first game back from injury. He went for like fucking 100, like he went for like 119 or something, and like he like 11 catches and a tug or some bullshit. You know what I mean? They eat up zone. We're gonna
right.
They eat up zone coverage easily.
Yeah. It's gonna be an interesting matchup. I'm gonna lean Niners. I definitely don't see it being a blowout. I think it'll be like a 27-23 kind of game, and then Bengals
Mhm.
Chiefs. I think the Bengals win that by unless Mahomes looks better. I mean, if Mahomes is hobbled, I think the Bengals win that fairly handily. I think they win it by 7-10.
Yeah,
Maybe 14. I mean, they might win. They might blow them out. You never know if Mahomes is all gimpy. And
it might be I'm gonna be real. It might be 21-10, bro.
Right, with the way that
24-10.
Bengals defense is looking. I mean, we remember when Mahomes was all gimpy in the Super Bowl against the Bucks. That ended ugly. I mean, I think this might get ugly, bro.
Yeah.
Sorry, Chiefs Kingdom. I don't like them in this spot. I mean, Bengals own the Chiefs. They own them.
They're undefeated. Burrow ain't never lost to them.
Right, and if Mahomes is banged up, I don't see how they're gonna do it. I tell you what, if Mahomes can pull this off, I'll be all right. He's the GOAT as far as current players, the GOAT.
I mean, I'd still say, because then he would getting back to it a third time, right?
Yeah.
You know what? You want to know what's crazy? There might be an Andy Reid curse, bro. Man, there's so many times he got to the NFC title game with
McNabb,
with McNabb, and he only got to the chipper one time.
Yeah, and they lost. It was Terrell Owens was it the dude threw up or something, got sick during the game?
He had I mean, maybe all that too, but he was coming off.
Didn't he get hurt?
It was a broken ankle or a fractured ankle?
Yeah, he was hurt and sick or something. Yeah, he was not himself. Yeah.
Yeah, and he still went out there and balled though.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. Shout out to T.O., bro. That's a baller.
Yeah.
He still keeps himself in shape. I mean, he's 40-something years old. He was saying, man, I could just go out there and dust those boys. I could still hang.
Yeah, I was going to say, in the flag football game, I think he was tearing it up.
Yeah, he's still got a six-pack and everything. That dude keeps himself ripped.
He got his own wine.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
T.O.
His own wine. I forget what it's called, but yeah, some red wine and shit.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. T.O. Right. Yeah, what is it called, man? Fuck. Oh, I think it's his number.
Oh, 81?
Yeah, I think it's called 81.
Nice. Yeah, he was 81 no matter where he went. He played on a lot of different teams.
He was I'm 81, motherfuckers.
Right? Yeah, and then Ocho Cinco, we know what he was.
And he was 85 everywhere.
Yeah.
That was funny because that was during that era. That was going on in the in NBA too. Fools were legally changing their name.
Oh yeah, Man of World Peace. Yeah.
Man of World Peace. You know what I'm saying? There was a couple other fools that did it just because then they got to print it on your jersey now. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Ocho Cinco on his jersey.
Yeah. That's hard, man.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, shout out to Ocho Cinco, bro. I mean, he had the putt golf thing. He had the pylon and putted the football after he scored. that shit was funny. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I remember when him and T.O. teamed up that year with the Bengals. That was funny. Get your popcorn ready.
Yeah, who was that? Was it Carson Palmer throwing them the thing?
Yeah, it was Carson Palmer. Yeah, they actually had a pretty good year. I think they barely missed the playoffs, but they actually did pretty good together.
10?
Yeah, I think 10. Yeah.
When did they draft Andy? When did they draft Andy Dalton? 11?
11 or 12. I think 12.
And then they traded Palmer to the Raiders, right?
Right. And that didn't work out. And then he went to the Cardinals.
And then that worked out phenomenally.
Yeah, with Uncle Bruce.
Yeah, Uncle Bruce. He liked to throw that thing. I remember when I was already playing fantasy those years. And I just, there's one rule of thumb, Uncle Bruce, just you want that QB in fantasy. Because he want to throw that thing.
Yeah, infamous. He had a 30 for 30 with Uncle Bruce.
30. Fucking, Andrew Luck, he went 40. He went 40 for 20.
Oh, yeah, I forgot Uncle Bruce was with the Colts for a little bit. He was their OC, right?
He was OC. Yeah, I think Andrew Luck had
Chuck Pagano.
Was Andrew Luck the MVP that year?
I don't think Luck ever won MVP. No, he was close though.
Because Peyton was tearing it up still.
Yeah, with Denver. Yeah,
that was those years.
Yeah, 2014. Yeah,
because 2014. Yeah, he threw for 40 tugs.
40 picks. Yeah, 40 tugs, not picks. 40 tugs, 16 picks.
16 picks. There you go. I thought he had 20. Yeah,
yeah. So that's
I had him everywhere that year, bro. Because you know what I'm saying, Yeah, and then he went over there to Uncle Bruce the next year was
it was a good Cardinals head coach. Yeah, then they had the success with Palmer.
Yeah.
Fucking right.
Yeah, the Cardinals, you know what's crazy? They were always good with Uncle Bruce. Like there was even a year, I think they had like 10 or 11 wins and didn't make it. You know what I mean?
Damn, yeah, Uncle Bruce, man, I tell you what, he's a better coach than Todd Bowles, bro.
Todd Bowles is a defensive coordinator.
That's what I was saying. Todd Bowles is not a head coach.
You want to know what's crazy though? Is Todd Bowles, his claim to fame is he did get 10 wins out of the Jets, and they missed the playoffs that year because it was yeah. I mean, with the Magic Man, you know what I mean?
Yep, Fitzmagic. Yeah, they were putting up some numbers, with Decker and Brandon Marshall, I think.
Yeah, it was Decker and Marshall, and then Quincy Enunwa. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, Enunwa. Yeah, he was like a waiver wire darling.
Yeah, because he was like big like a tight end, and they didn't have a tight end to speak of, so they had him basically playing tight end. He was just always a big slot. You know what I mean?
Wait, didn't they have? This may have been after that. Chris Herndon.
Chris Herndon was way later.
Yeah. Okay, you're right.
Chris Herndon was an Adam Gase guy.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I didn't. Yeah. They had. I thought they had a. I guess they didn't have a tight end then. Okay. Yeah.
They didn't really have a tight end to speak of. You know what I mean? They had tight ends, but
they didn't catch it. Yeah, because Bruce didn't really use the tight end until he got Gronk.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? Even with the Jets, right? Going back, they had that was Chan Gailey. You know what I mean? He was the OC. That's why, you know what I'm saying? He was over there in Buffalo with the Magic Man. That's why, he just took over. Like Gino, probably didn't stand a chance. Like somebody literally broke Gino's jaw, and he had to get his jaw wired shut just before the year started. So, you know, Ryan Fitzmagic, he starts and they're winning. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they just stuck with him because Marshall 1,500-yard receiver, Decker 1,000-yard receiver, Bylaw Powell, a good third down back, and then Chris Ivory, 1,000-yard rusher.
Yep, he that year they played against the AFC, the NFC East, if I remember correctly, and I remember. See, this is young Bogey. This is young analyst Bogey. I remember y'all gotta have Chris Ivory everywhere. And my man's like, why? He's like, he's playing against the NFC East.
Yep. The Eagles, Redskins,
Giants. They all had terrible run defenses that year. I mean, those years. It's like, listen, I gotta have them. And he led the I want to say Chris Ivory led the AFC in rushing that year. Led the AFC. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. He may have 1,070 in a 16-game season. That's a big chunk.
I mean, well, because it's also that year, what was that, 2015, right? Who was in the air? That was a bad running back year. A lot of injuries that year. You know, Marshawn Lynch goes down.
2015 NFL stats. Let's see who led the league. I think that Adrian Peterson, was still kicking that year.
For sure. He won for almost 2,000, I think, that year.
Okay, yeah, because he was NFC. Jamal Charles probably had a lot.
Jamal Charles, that was the year.
Or did he get injured? Oh, he got injured.
Yeah, he got hurt early. And then it was like Charkantrick West and Spencer Ware.
Okay, let's see it. NFC, Peterson, Doug Martin, that was NFC.
Todd Gurley. Doug Martin went 1,500, huh?
Yeah, 1,400. Yeah, he was a fantasy darling. Todd Gurley, I think that was his rookie year, 2015.
Yeah.
And then Darren McFadden, he was with Dallas.
That was the year before they drafted Zeke, and he put up a thou easily because that was that offensive line. If you remember, they didn't want to play. Yeah,
with Tyron Smith, Zach Martin, Travis Frederick,
They didn't want to draft. I mean, they didn't want to pay DeMarco Murray, so he goes on to the Eagles, gets a bag. And what's funny is because it's the Chip Kelly Eagles, where
they sucked.
It's gonna be a lot of zone. I mean, a lot of stretch runs to the outside, right? And then here's a power north-south runner. He did not fit there. It was laughable. Him trying to get around edges.
Yeah, they gave him a bag, bro. So they had to hold the bag.
And then easily, he almost ran for 2,000 with the fucking Cowboys in 2014. And at the end of that year, he broke his thumb or something like that. So he's running with a club. You know what I mean? I think he needed 180 more yards or some bullshit to get the 2,000. But then, anyways, Then the next year he leaves, and then easily Run DMC puts up a thou wow behind that line.
Right. Let's give Young Bogey a ding here. Chris Ivory, ding, led the AFC in rushing.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's funny because young Bogey, I was already, when you start to see the trends, like that's why I think schedules is hella important too. Like what I mean? Like, okay, who like next year? I mean, who did we play this year? We played the South, NFC South.
Yeah, y'all got it easy with that.
Next year we play NFC East. Or are we going north? Yeah, we play NFC East next year. Yep. So you know what I mean? So damn, we're gonna get an NFC championship rematch next year. Damn, we're gonna have to play the whole NFC East next year.
Damn, that sucks. They're all pretty solid, even the Commanders. Yeah.
And then we have to play our own division. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, which is pretty tough. McVay's Rams will be better. The
Seahawks
will still be good. The Cardinals probably gonna suck.
Who do we play this year in the AFC? What division do we play? For the life of me, we play the AFC West. So we'll be playing.
That's funny. This year we all thought the AFC West was gonna be so good.
We're gonna play the AFC North next year.
Not very good.
So look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Next year, the Niners are gonna play the AFC North and the NFC East.
Damn, could be a Super Bowl rematch and an NFC Championship rematch potentially.
Oh man, I hope it's a Super Bowl rematch.
That'd be sick.
That means we got in there.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, that's like, this next year is gonna be rough, bro.
Yeah, it's gonna be wild. It'll be who's gonna be under center, the Brock or Trey in the Bay.
I mean, listen, brother, Trey area, he's gonna be a backup. I mean, it's not his job. Here's my thing. I'm staying consistent with what I say. It's not his job to lose anymore. You know what I mean? It's the Brock's job to lose. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true, man.
You know what I mean? You gotta beat him out.
Like Drew Brees said in his book, Coming Back Stronger, he said, like, I never wanted to miss a game because I knew if I missed a game, that when that backup came in, there's a chance you might never see the field again if that backup has success.
Because Drew Brees was that guy at one point. Like,
he was that backup.
He became that backup. It's funny because it's like, I mean, that if you look at that era, you had to be 6'4" and up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and also like he always had Phillip Rivers breathing down his neck.
Yeah,
so he couldn't fuck up.
When they draft Phillip, I mean, how long after they drafted Drew Brees did they draft Phillip Rivers?
3 years later.
3 years later. So not even on his first year. I mean, like maybe contracts were different back then. Either way,
I think rookie contracts I think were a lot of times longer back then.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, so it's like they were ready to give up on Breeze. Yeah, they didn't show any faith in him, and so he was like, "Fuck y'all."
And the one thing that because the Players Association they got it down to the 5, and then that 5th year. I mean, there's a 5th year option they have to pick up, but if they do pick it up, that money in the 5th year is fully guaranteed. You know what I mean? So back then I don't think it was like that, bro. And then what they do? They just let him go, and he was free to go, or
free to go. Sign with the Saints. And after he shredded his shoulder.
Yeah, that's right.
He basically had his shoulder was like hanging off his arm, freaking torn labrum, like serious shoulder injury. A lot of people thought he would never be the same, but he ended up better.
I mean, shit, bro. Listen, bro. I'm gonna keep it real. Back then, they didn't fuck with it. They didn't test like the HGHs and shit like that, bro. You know what I mean? That human growth hormone shit is for real.
Hey, I mean, they didn't test for me. Do what you gotta do.
I thought of this before. So, this is before 2015. Because 2015, they started testing for HGH and shit like that. And hey, what do you know? That was the same year that fucking Peyton Manning is all the way fell off the map. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But Peyton Manning is a perfect example. He gets a neck fusion, bruh. A fucking neck fusion. This motherfucker comes back better than ever, bro.
Yeah,
he's
MVP.
To the gills.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. He's on that thing.
Adrian, they didn't test for it. Fuck it. I mean,
Adrian Peterson, bro, tears the ACL, comes back 2,000. Wow.
Yeah, that makes no sense.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Cam Newton, he had a bunch of them surgeries and needed to rehab hella shit. he comes back, has an MVP year, bro. I think he had like a multiple ankle surgeries and like a back surgery.
2015, yeah.
Yep, and then all because 2014 he was all fucked up. I mean, he had the broken back. He had the micro.
Yeah, didn't he get in like a car accident or something in the off season?
Yep.
Yeah.
No, it was funny because then back then, this before, I don't know if memes were out already, but like there probably would have been a meme, but like because people were saying it was like a Steelers fan, like a crazy kid who was playing the Steelers that week. It was like a crazy Steelers fan ran him off the road.
Yeah.
But like his car like flipped and was all fucked up, and he played that next Sunday. He's a savage, bro.
Damn. Okay, so he didn't get injured from that. Okay.
I think he got like micro fractures in his back.
Damn, and that is a savage. HGH, bro, shot him up.
Fuck yeah, bro. It heals you up real good. Fucking, it gives you like acute vision. Like you're just better at everything too, apparently.
I think maybe some of the baseball players did that shit because they started testing, for the steroids. But I think there are some years where they didn't test for the HGH.
Like Hollywood, they fuck with HGH hella tough because it's like, I might need to bulk up for a role. Like, I mean, Stallone, he's a fucking crazy advocate for HGH. Yeah. Going back to like the 80s, you know what I mean? And I think back then you would have to like go to like Europe or Mexico to get these motherfuckers. I think they were like, they were getting it from like actual human cadavers, bro.
Damn,
but I don't know how it is these days, but I mean, medicine is fucking awesome.
Let's see. Yeah, they did. Yeah, they've banned HGH in baseball.
Yeah, for sure. Come on.
Okay, let's see. Oh, and in spring of 2013, it looks like. Oh, but they do blood testing. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, because I tell you, my favorite baseball player, Albert Pujols. So a lot of people would accuse him of steroids, which I don't think he ever did. But I mean, the HGH thing. I mean, I guess it's possible because that dude was fucking jacked, bro. He was the Cardinals, the big slugger.
Yeah, I was gonna say from
one of the greatest hitters. Yeah, from my Cardinals. Yeah, I mean, just couldn't get him out. Just couldn't get him out. Just insane.
Yeah, bro. I mean, shit. You know what I mean? Like, bring steroids back to baseball, bro.
Right? Yeah, juice it up, baby. Yeah, Barry Bonds, fucking Mark McGwire, like 70 home runs. Yeah, Sammy Sosa with the cork bats. Yeah.
And you know what's crazy? Have you seen Sosa lately? He's like, he bleached himself and he like wears blue contacts and shit.
Yeah, what the fuck? Yeah, didn't he? He had like a complete makeover or something. Yeah, he looks like crazy looking.
I don't know, bro.
He did like the Michael Jackson thing. Yeah, he like has like a pigment now.
I don't think he's trying to look white like a Caucasian. He's trying to look white like paper.
Yeah, what the fuck? Yeah, I don't know what he's doing. He's probably still on some substance. Who knows?
That's he had the bad steroids, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fucked him up. Oh, yeah, but he wasn't using steroids, was he? He was just corking the bats.
No, he was doing the steroids too. He had 70 home runs. Oh yeah. Him, McGwire, and Bonds are like heavy steroid users.
Fuck yeah, I mean,
and Alex Rodriguez was, A-Rod.
Yep.
Manny Ramirez, like David Ortiz, was for a little while Big Papi. So like they pretty much all were, all the sluggers anyway. Guys like Derek Jeter. I don't.
You know what's crazy?
But
I watched baseball during those years. That's how.
Right? Yeah, bring it back, man. It'd be more popular. Like I mean, like the chicks dig the long ball. They actually had like the chicks were wanting to watch it. Like it became way more popular.
I mean, you would have like Barry Bonds when he was with the Giants. You had a motherfucker. He's in a canoe, bruh. He's in a motherfucking canoe in the ocean. He's like, hit this shit, and I'm about to get this motherfucker. Like, you know what I mean? There'd be hella motherfuckers with canoes out there because they know.
At the Giants Stadium.
Yeah, at the Giants Stadium because Barry Bonds about to. He was going for that record. Was it that year?
Yeah, 73 bombs. Yeah, broke the single season record
because he's trying to get this record, bro. And the motherfuckers, them balls was about to hit for hella money on the eBay. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I remember at the All-Star game in like 2008, they had it in San Francisco, and they had like 100 motherfuckers out there in canoes trying to catch home run derby balls. Right, they'd hit a bunch of balls out there, and then motherfuckers be canoeing to get.
hey, it gets real too because them motherfuckers will fight each other.
Yeah, they be like jumping out the canoes to go get them and stuff.
He's hitting them with the canoe stick. Stay away from my ball.
My balls, my balls.
Down, man. Who's getting knocked out of their canoes and shit.
Fuck that. Yeah, people do that bullshit with foul balls. It's hard to even get a foul ball because you go to get it, some motherfucker will jump down and snatch it from you. Like, what the fuck, man?
Hey, the funniest is when there's a little kid, right? He's like, oh, and then somebody just, yeah.
Yeah, and then some asshole comes like, yeah, I'm selling this on eBay, motherfuckers.
Yeah, he's hella drunk.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, and then the kid's crying and the parents like ready to fight the other guy.
Hey, you son of a bitch.
That's for little Johnny. God damn it! What the fuck?
See, if you I mean, see, here's the thing, man. That kid might have been one of the greatest like pitchers or catchers or baseball players in the world because of that moment. Like he would have been like, "Oh my god, this is what I want to do." You know what I mean?
It's my destiny.
My destiny. He took my destiny away, bro.
Now he works at Burger King. Say it, Whopper, triple Whopper.
He's like, hey, maybe work. Hey, listen.
Hopefully not that down bad. Maybe he became an accountant.
Works at Raising Cane's, bro. You know
yeah, he's a little better. He's
I love Burger King and Raising Cane's, bro. Like I've only had Raising Cane's, but 3 times in my life.
Fucking right. It always slaps, huh? They're consistent.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, that's why I fuck with it. You know what you're getting. LOL, Raising Cane's. Yes, Raising Cane's, give me money.
Fuck yeah, bro. Raising Cane's is that one, bro.
Yeah, actually, I wanted to work at Raising Cane's for a little while. It was actually, kind of tough to get on over there. It wasn't like Sonic where you could just walk in. Like Raising Cane's would try to, you'd have to go through like multiple interviews.
Yeah, it's funny because man, I know several people that like worked at In-N-Out, right? And then work at In-N-Out Burger and worked there for hella long. And apparently, like, bro, you can like make real dough over there.
Yeah, a lot of those franchise type joints, like they usually treat their people pretty good.
I'm saying, like the dudes that run like a motherfuckers that run like the big managers over there, right? They make like 6 figures, bro. It's crazy. I'm like, what? In-N-Out?
Yeah, that's pretty wild, man. It was like the franchise, the executives that like oversee all the franchises. Yeah, remember that at Sonic. Like, yeah, these big wigs, man. They make like most of the employees are like peasants, but like the freaking they get treated like that. Where they didn't have these big executives that come in, and it's like. The food's pretty fire. Working there was not fire. I had to work there for a while. It blew.
You working in that tiny little box and shit.
Oh, it was awful, man. And it had there was one time I was freaking cleaning the grill at night, and I look back and the fucking grease fryers are bubbling up. I ran. I was like, "Fuck this! I'm out of here!" And then the whole thing just bubbles up, and I was like, "Oh my god!" We start screaming for the manager, like, "Mr. Jason, Mr. Jason!" The grease fryer, that shit was fucked. I mean, it didn't like explode per se. They got it shut off, but it could have gotten ugly. I mean, I was like freaking out. Like, oh my god, I'm not trying to die at Sonic. Fuck that. Fuck
yeah,
that.
Definitely.
No, not be a good way to go out.
You're like, listen, Sonic's though, right? Like, there's one. It's like maybe, I mean, what's his name? 49er MMA, right? That guy.
Yeah. Shout out to Niner.
Yeah, he lives in. So he's from Gilroy, right? And so there's one like there's another town like. Oh no, I think he's from Morgan Hill, wherever he's from. But either way, that's like 40 minutes from me. And like we used to drive there to get Sonics. You know what I mean? Smoke weed all the way on the way up, and then I'll be there. And I'm like, okay, I gotta order everything because like. We don't come here all the time. You know what I mean?
Right. I get the whole fucking menu. They got a lot of shit on there. Everything. They got the popcorn chicken, the mozzarella sticks, the
bacon cheeseburger.
Yeah, bacon cheeseburger. Chili cheese, chili cheese coney.
Right? I was going to say the chili cheese fucking everything they got. I'm like,
the chili cheese tots, chili cheese fries. Yeah, they do chili cheese. Oh, man, you're making me hungry, B.
Right?
I might go get Sonic right now. They got them in Nola. Yeah, I might go get chili cheese fries.
Right. We got wiener. Do they got wiener schnitzel out there?
I don't think we do. I know you've talked good about it. I
think it might be a Cali thing only.
Yeah, it might be. I remember I had In-N-Out. I had In-N-Out when I went to the Northwest, Pacific Northwest. But we didn't, Wiener Schnitzel. No, I need to hit that up at some point. Definitely plan to go back out west again.
That was the measuring stick for me forever at what chili cheese, like, because they always had chili cheese. I mean, it's chili cheese dogs, chili cheese fries, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's one of those joints, like, you know what I mean?
Fucking right.
Yeah.
Fucking right.
That was like the measuring stick, like, okay. Because I fuck with their chili. You know what I fuck with? Another chili that I grew up on? Wendy's is chili, bro.
Oh yeah, Wendy's has nice chili. Yeah,
you just gotta throw hot sauce. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And and if you ask them, their hot sauce is good too. Because Wendy, low key, people don't even know Wendy's got hot sauce.
Right. Fucking.
You just gotta ask them. Hey, I think it's one of hot sauce.
Yep.
Yeah, I almost feel so hungry.
You know what? Yeah, let's put a bow on the let's put a bow on it. Get some food out there, smoke it up, grub it up, whatever y'all want to do, man.
Sure.
Appreciate y'all rocking.
Happy birthday to you, brother.
Oh yeah, thank you. Appreciate all the 420 crew for rocking with me on my birthday, making it a little bit more special. So shout out to everybody.
For sure.
Yes, sir. We'll catch y'all next week at 6 Central, 4 Pacific. So we'll see y'all then. Peace.
Peace.